Niklaus is always a sleeper. He's been a GNL powerhouse, but he doesn't talk much.
That's what he was on my team last season. I was like, everyone's talking about who's the best player, and I'm like, Nicholas is up there, but he just doesn't say anything. He just kills you.
He's a sleeper. He's just like, if you want that 2-0, you put in Niklaus or you put in no Johnny allowed.
Wait, I had Rookie on my team too. I think it was both the same season.
All right, and we got a ghoul opening. Are we gonna see a Crypt Lord on Last Refuge?
That's already different from last week. He went DK Fiends both times standard, so maybe he's worried ambition was going to watch his replays from last week. Changing it up.
Maybe.
He did ask
Maybe.
me. He asked me on a PM once if Phoenix was any good versus CL, and I said, I don't know. I don't play CL. So maybe he knows it.
Phoenix was pretty good against Undead, but he turned off his brain last season or last week apparently. A very interesting build order though. I have no idea why he's putting a second Ziggurat down this early.
He might
You
not.
could even see.
He might not. Isn't there like that build with like the no shop?
It's possible. I think that he may even be just cheesing him with a beetles and rods and shit. All right, there's the shop. These timings don't make sense, but I like it. Dreadlord, a man out for my heart, the ultimate lord, bringing back the real lord.
Jeez.
The only downside is everything that works against Cryptlord also works against Dreadlord, and Dreadlord is just a worse hero. So, if Ambition has been paying attention to Carson's theory crafting episode against Cryptlord, all the same stuff applies, and I want to see this in work.
I don't even know what to say. Like Ambition was telling me he was worried earlier because he didn't have enough time to really practice versus undeads. But practicing versus undeads wouldn't have mattered anyway because none of us would have gone DL first.
Okay, I would have. No. I'm bringing back the Lord. I just have to not be busy.
Unless you played Black Phoenix, right? I hear he's been going DL a little bit recently. Whoa, sorry.
He has. He recently 2-0'd a 1400 human with his 1300 Dread Lord.
Yes.
Sold the TP and we're going in. Is he gonna go straight?
Was not amused, I know.
Yeah. I wouldn't be amused either.
No, neither would I. Not with that shenanigans. Blade Master got Gloves of Haste, not bad. And he knows it. He's coming.
Alright, we're gonna opt for the green cam first. I think this is fine if you're Cryptlord, but with Dreadlord, I think you should almost always go directly for the Expo. It seems like a lot of time wasting. Because it's not like you're gonna have anything extra. It does make it a little bit safer if you pull extra goals, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, with the sleep is so, it makes it so easy.
Ambition doing pretty good creeping here. He knows how to successfully bug out the High Priest so it doesn't interfire. Well done.
He also bought that circlet, so he's going to be a pain in the ass to kill.
He's taking a lot of damage doing these two camps, but level 2 is the safe way of doing this. It actually looks like he's almost directly copy and pasting what Carson was talking about on the theory crafting Warcraft. He didn't even bother harassing this camp, but he's going to be on time because he opted to do the green first. But this is definitely going to be a gold mine cancel.
And he missed the dust.
And an ogre steal.
Very nice.
Sleep goes out. You know what? A sleep, though. This is way too early of a sleep. Although he has no more mana for Windwalks. He's going to this Expo's coming up now. The only very unfortunate thing is the dust miss.
That's a kill? Oh, no. I'm not sure what Ambition was trying to do with that one.
And here comes the grunt kill, which is almost as more painful than the Blade Master Death, because this hurts like your later game too. Because not only does he have a bad early game now, he will have a bad mid and late game without being able to creep.
So that went from amazing to oof. I don't know how that grunt got away. I looked away because I thought it was going to die, but it does die before it can deny itself.
Well done. And yeah. I don't even know where you go from work here. You should probably just... If I were the orc, I would just GG out, but we see here that Ambition has more ambition than I would. I really like the macro choices from Niklaus here too. With the early graveyard before teching, it helps prevent wyvern transitions.
Ambition is leaving. Okay, I was about to say I thought he was going to kill that creep, but he left it with 13 life. No hero, so it would have been kind of pointless.
He softened them up.
Might as well. But Niklaus is still tier 1. I mean, it feels just a little bit later because he had, you know, he went for the green first instead of just going right over. So
he's doing the safest thing I've ever seen in terms of Undead Expo. Double Ziggurat, graveyard before tech. I mean, it's not necessarily the best play, but it's by far the safest.
the same thing though with DL, and I mean any early expo. It's you got to watch out that you know, Ambition just doesn't get like a few wyvern. So
Yep.
let's see if he just upgrades the Zig right. Yeah, he is. He's just gonna upgrade the Zig right away.
This is a really nighttime. He doesn't see it. I believe he went Swarm, so this is going to be even better if we see a Wyvern transition. But we're not going to see that. It looks like he's going to go do that straight tier 3 stuff from the normal orc play. I think this is probably the best option. You got a free expo up. Just try to come back with good creeping.
Karen Swarm is crazy, but you know, it's one of those things where with the wyvern, if you can just get behind it for a little while, you know, you got no web.
This is a very
Oh.
potentially dangerous timing here. We have the Raiders coming out in Snare, and we have Hex available. He can staff out, and he also has the Cloak. So this may be very obnoxious for our boy here, Niklaus. But I think this is a dead Dreadlord. Snare's coming up in about not that long. However
What
many
is
seconds.
He
Oh,
could
look at
have.
that.
I don't know about that. If he had just tried to staff out right after the first hex, he should have been able to get out, I think. With that cooldown, I
Yeah.
don't think the cooldown's not that quick. I mean, it feels like it's that quick, but the staff should be able to go off.
There we go. And this is how you slowly start to come back. But with the free income pumping away, he should be able to buy back relatively unharmed. The orc probably should be walking towards there, but he's actually going to be altar reviving.
Niklaus went crazy with the towers, so he's ultra safe, both in his main and his expo.
I would like to see from Ambition here, he should be taking creeps off of the opponent's side. Like if he did his opponent shop, and maybe even the Merc camp right in front of him, especially since he's Tavern reviving.
Definitely. I agree with that, and you see Ambition trying to get in on the gold mine. It was smart of Niklaus to put this Zig here. But it's going to be a cancel, I think. Yeah, it should be a cancel. No, he's just going to kill it. But he took too much damage, he can't go in.
Without a speed scroll or a TP staff or anything like that, gonna be a bit too much for him. Just a nosedive. Took a long time doing that mid camp, I feel, for the orc. I mean, I guess Raiders are pretty bad at creeping. This is where it comes back to losing that one grunt. Look how much slower it was to creep that
Wow.
shop.
All right, so we got a Temple of the Damned and a Slaughterhouse going down. He's probably just going Banshees. He likes his Banshees pretty early, and now he's got an Expo with it, so why not? But, I mean, with DL, you never know. Maybe you see something crazy. Necros or something. Goes full out Kaiser mode. Sack Pit as well. He's done that before. I think it's just for the BM though. Ambition went back. He's got his orb.
There we go. The orb of no counterplay.
Feels like it.
Whoosh, whoosh. I hear that shit in my nightmares.
Low. Don't lose your BM. There we go. Oof! Wow.
Look at
If
that,
there-
every other hit.
If that's one item to help you get back, that's it.
He doesn't
Uh-oh.
need to get back. He's definitely back. He just needs to not lose the blade. This is making me so nervous,
I know.
especially at GNL.
Just slightly. But he's back. But you know that Expo, it still went up unharmed. So Niklaus may be able to hit a sick timing where it's just he's gonna overpower.
It's gonna be really hard without level 3 DK, and he's going Fiends. I would probably go Necromancers just when you play Dreadlord like this.
So
Fiend
I said,
transition.
go full Kaiser, but you know, nope, not full Kaiser for him.
Fiends without aura it's just like using grunts. They're just fat, slow, dumb pieces of shit.
It's true. Niklaus definitely had a game plan with he wanted the Karen Swarm, and you could see he went right for the gold mine, but that DL kill, you know, like you can just look, Ambition hasn't even reacted. If that DL comes back, he can actually kill plenty of peons. Usually you want to take off some of those peons, put them on wood, kind of split them up so that if he does come back, he doesn't just Karen Swarm them all and they all just die.
And the Rune Bracers is always nice. There's a little bit less hero nuking potential with the Dreadlord first, but with between Swarm, Nova, and Center, it can get there. And we see the Lich coming out. It's going to be a nice 70 food timing here from Niklaus. This is about the time that Orc wants to drop this pocket expand, though. But his hero levels are getting really out of hand.
He's about to buy it, too, I think, the pocket.
Ooh. And we're opting to creep a little bit more. This is the preem timing that Undead wants to hit with this style. But he's opting to creep instead. And there's going to be a level 2 TC against... Oh, man. At least he'll have aura, I suppose.
Ambition's a little crazy with his creeping. I feel like just all of his units are always so close to dying. His TC, his grunts, you know, like... I guess it's alright when you're playing something like versus DL first, but I'd still be scared that the DL's running around with, like, you know, his boots just trying to run around and kill stuff.
I wish he had boots, but this Dreadlord is shoeless.
That's what I'm saying.
Boots. He had Quell Philosopher. It's on the Lich now.
If only you went DR third. I know it's not good, but you know.
DR third, put the orb on it, don't get arrow.
I hear that like in my sleep when like an undead gets that item and you know Neo says that to Remo. Well, at least he can put it on his DR.
But that means he has to play DR. No one wants to do that.
Well, not in this, definitely.
No, every time I go DR third, it's probably because I suck. I just feel like I don't get much value out of it. It's like having another Lich. I like Crypt Lord and Pit Lord. They both got one ability, and you just position them right. Fire and forget. I'm microing other shit. I don't need 2 Liches. Level 4 Dreadlord. We're going to see Sleep level 2, which might be really good against this nearly level 3 TC who has an Ankh. These items are out of control for Ambition. He's about to break over 52. I think this is just way too passive a play from Niklaus. He's going to need like a 100 food push here, and these ghouls are just going to be free food.
He's got 2 mana pots on his DL, so I think he was really relying on just Karen swarming everything to death.
And that's why Necromancer synergize really well with Dreadlord against Orc. And like Dreadlord's actually best against Orc, especially with Disease Cloud, because you cloud, swarm, back off, swarm again, and then you just keep doing this because like every time the Orc needs to heal, it'll cost like an expo with heal solves, and you just win through attrition with that.
Ambition does not want to do this yet. Pick off some units, but
56 versus 73. Here we go. Here comes a big ass stomp of most of those ghouls. Level 2 sleep coming in, really annoying to play around. Nice eat by the Kodo, but it's really exposed here. We have another fat ass level 1 stomp. Swarm goes out. He's starting to lose some units. We're 52 versus 60, but a lot of the undead food's a little preoccupied.
Oh no, here comes a Karen swarm.
Swarm.
Oh my god. But
Ambition not spending his gold too well. He just now spent 700 gold in something, but if only he had it in the fight. He has 3 headhunters in production even.
This BM is doing no damage with the curse. It's only just starting, but it was working on those destroyers forever. Now he's going to start aiming the heroes and the fiends.
Just heroes alone, this Orc can win this fight.
If he could get 1 dispel off, he'd feel a lot better though. The SH. He's got Give one of those items from the TC to the SH.
He doesn't even have to do it. Just back up. This is an excellent position to be in. He has an expo up much sooner than his opponent and won a fight when he was not over upkeep. The big thing here that I believe Niklaus screwed up on, you just don't bring the ghouls against this high-level TC. Just send it to his expo because he may have even potentially killed it. He had so many frenzy ghouls that just got no value there.
I was about to say, this looked great, and I was worried, though, that he only had 16 wood, but he bought a shredder. So that's where the wood went, and he's going to have way too much wood in about a second. So this is back to being a fairly even game, but I think the Orcs got it. I mean, food-wise, it's fairly even, but Orc Heroes got to go crazy.
He did feed quite a bit of XP to the undead this last fight. I think level 3 Lich and level 3 Swarm might be scary enough to pull out a win here, but we'll see. Blade getting real low.
Nice TP pass, or Invul
really
pass.
Out of position on the Shadow Hunter, though.
Oh my god, that stomp. All the Fiends got stomped. He's just hero aiming at this point. I don't blame him.
This is the best chance he has.
He slept the SH in an attempt to hero aim the BM, but the BM got out of it with a Windwalk.
And here we go with the DK executed.
Wow.
Dreadlord got to be careful. He almost stopped. You saw that hoof go up. He could have hexed him, though. He actually had the greater mana. They wouldn't have the quick enough reflexes.
All right.
GG for Niklaus 1-0.
That was a very good game. It was a little off meta for Niklaus. I think he tried to screw with him, but just didn't work out in the end.
Did really well, but I don't think Fiend transition after Dreadlord is the best. Like, when there's not that many creeps left on the map, you can't get Death Knight level 2 fast enough. And then by the time you're actually ready, Fiends don't do anything without a higher level DK.
Yeah, he had an awesome start, though. You know, like he got ambition totally screwed up when he tried to go in and poke it down with no mana and just walked right into a surround. But then Niklaus gave it right back to him with the DL kill.
Yeah, and then an even bigger mistake is I think the start was excellent, of course, but when you have a level 3 hero, you pretty much always want to buy it back, especially when it's your only hero.
That's true.
He gave every camp to the Orc after that.
Especially when you have the Expo. You can definitely afford it. And Niklaus picked AZ.
GNL 2?
I'm not a fan of AZ as an undead versus Orc. But apparently he is. Oh no. Alright, I gotta restart, or can I leave this game?
I've been disconnected.
Yeah, I went with you into GNL 2 and it's Sithrin's game. So I gotta restart. Can't complain. I mean, flowbots are freaking awesome, but I'm sure they'll figure out how to stop that sooner or later. And read the game name. Definitely wasn't GNL2, that's for sure. Hopefully they don't start without us. I accidentally opened up custom games and the first title is Escape Gay Life. I don't even know. Oh no. God damn it. I entered another bug game because I thought it was just GNL. Do you know the game name or?
No, I have no idea. I was just guessing.
Our guessing is killing us. And then, of course, I opened up the wrong way. I got to open it through Warcraft 3 Champs. It's GNL 2-2. Watch them. You join, and then they start without me, right?
It took them so long to host that they had 21 games in between.
There we go. No, it's just it's like a Gypocalypse, one of his days, where you're on like game 23 or some shit.
Rest in peace, Jip.
What do you think about AZ? Guessing you're not a fan.
I think it's an exceptionally balanced map. I think it's just very boring.
So you like it Orc versus Undead though?
I like it in everything. I think that every matchup is exceptionally balanced. It's just a very boring
All right.
game state to set up because it's like very difficult to expo, and there's just too much gold in the expo. So if you do
That's
manage
true.
to, it just is kind of makes silly game states occasionally.
I just don't like it as the Undead because it's like the Orc always knows where you are, nonstop,
Yeah,
and they can just keep the pressure on if they do HHFS or whatever it may be.
yeah. It really comes down to how well you juggle your Death Knight's hit points. Because if you take too much, like doing the LS creep, or heaven, like God forbid that you do the Berserker camp or something, it can quickly spiral out of control.
I think Niklaus is going back to his standard.
We'll see some standard gameplay here. We're 1-0, boys. It's a best of 3, so potentially the match point here.
Gotta say, ALTQQ, we're these are all been really good games, but they've all gone like 2-1 in favor of ALTQQ so far.
No one can beat the Monkeys except for Niklaus. Thanks, Phoenix. And we see Der Klingenmeister once again. Of course, the Death Knight first. Accidentally made a Necropolis, but that's just a little bit of gold that Niklaus lost instead of a graveyard.
Seriously? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
It was just for a second. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good.
He's going to, as you said, God forbid, go for the troll camp, but he's going for the troll camp.
I've decided that unless you do the LS camp, you should not play this map as undead.
I mean, I presume he's doing it because he killed a critter down near the shop on the right side.
You just take so much damage doing it, and the orc can go steal both of them by the time you get over there.
I like taking it, or maybe, well, I mean, I presume he's going for the shop, but if he's actually, or not the shop, but the troll camp, but he might just be going for the harass.
Possible too. I would
Or
have really
maybe
liked
not.
to see the Scout Acolyte going down there. He's gonna interrupt the LS, but ambition here actually messed up the LS in the first place, so you don't need to anymore. Look at that. And the peon messed up the LS for the undead player as well. Gonna kill that peon. 3 corpses. Got that 2-for-1 deal. 1 peon, 2 scallies.
He's gonna try again. Ambition, that is.
Really unfortunate that the creep AI in this game is completely busted because now this rogue makes it incredibly difficult to creep. It needs to be tanking on the DK though. But both camps look like they want a piece of this DK.
Ambition did get the LS this time,
There we
and
go.
he pulls it with the he pulls the other green camp as well. So LS doing maximum damage now, as long as he doesn't deny anything.
Is this Hitman? He's gonna. Oh, I think we got 1 deny. Maybe not.
I don't think so, because
Nope,
he killed
we're
the
good, we're good.
acolyte. Yeah, he killed the acolyte, and that would give him level 2.
There we go. LS on the DK. Take 2 for both flares. Sometimes you just need to do it again. A purge goes out though on the skelly, which makes it kind of awkward to creep. You ought to bring the ghouls for this.
Yeah.
You just like this is. Oh, and he denied. This is probably game. They're both these players are level at where you take this much damage on DK and you deny. Even at like quote unquote GNL, when you're above 1500, this stuff really starts to hurt.
And this is why I hate this map. Because I hate doing the LS creep on this, because I even screw it up, and I'm probably a little bit higher MMR than them. That's why I whisk out and I go right for the troll trappers.
That's fair too. We're finally level 2 on the DK, but it took him so long. Look at the value the orcs got. He's gonna have the Berserker camp and both the camps by the time he's done with both of them. We're so far behind in terms of XP and hit points. And the orc going for the Hitman creep round here, buying the Berserker. We'll see if he gets both. Ambition here, copy pasting the man Hitman. What is it? I love it. We got Lucker, Phoenix.
I was about to say, Lucker's been pretty quiet this season. Maybe he's just ambition.
Possible.
You know, I was gonna say like I hate the items that he's gotten so far, but the ring of protection and everything probably definitely helped him stay alive because that was pretty darn close. He wasn't at full life when he started that camp, that's for sure.
He could have finished the whole camp there, but he opted not to. We might see a level 3 blade here real quick. That's the really dangerous part of this map is when you're a level 3 blade way before level 3 DK, because you can never creep his undead.
All right, he's not going for the steal.
Windlock. Oh my god. Here, lots of damage going out on the blade. We have a speed scroll available, but the DK...
He can nuke.
Is he going to get
He can't kill him.
There we go. All right, that's a rough start for our man Niklaus here. Ambition, doing what Phoenix could never do.
Win.
And this time he's buying back the DK, the correct play, but he needs to be careful here. Level 2 unlocks even more damage.
He should have TP'd right away the first time.
A little greedy.
He does. Okay, he techs. He's not even getting his lich yet. He's teching right to tier 3. That buyback, you know, he can't do both.
Even more greed. When you have this behind, just drop the slaughterhouse and zero it, man.
Ambition's doing an awesome job of abusing the movement of his BM. When he's windwalking, you can see he's trying to get in front of the fiends to then hit it so that the fiend glitches out and lands behind the BM. So he gets another free shot. So he got another fiend really... I mean, it was going to die either way, but it's just so much more efficient that way.
It's true. Really good Blade Master control. We're going to see him go for the Merc camp down here. I want to see him solo creep this. I feel like it's a very common theme for not necessarily lower skill, because we're seeing Ambition here some hot plays, but not higher skill. That they have a level 2 Shadow Hunter when the Undead's tier 3 and ready to go.
Oof. Another nice one.
There we go. He's just going to wrap the big camp. I guess he might take a lot of damage just waiting to the...
One thing I will say is he went right away and put the Sobi mask on the SH, which is obviously something you'd want, but when your BM has no mana, you might as well just leave it there for a little while, especially when your SH is level 1. Yeah,
Niklaus doing his best to claw back in. He's doing the shop here. Prevents the Orc from getting it, which the Orc could have actually probably did it right in front of him.
This is level 3. Alright. And Null's, yeah, they're both over 1,500. Ambition's like 1550. I'm not sure exactly where Niklaus is.
I really don't like this from Niklaus. Oh my god, Necromancers.
Like it a little bit more now?
A man out for my heart.
And Ambition's going into HH with Raiders.
I'm gonna lose a grunt creeping here. Always painful.
Alright, Ambition's choosing not to go for the Acolytes, but to go for the Zig cancel. He should get it.
He's only got one Windwalk available, so if he comes back with DK, the Blade Master has to stop.
No, he's might not even get it. No, he's not going to get it.
Wasting a lot of time doing this. This might be a dead blade.
Oh, no. He's got to go. He's got to buy a Zeppelin. Or, you know, just walk away.
Oh my god.
Fine. Ignore me. Just walk away.
Just Orc things. How vile.
We're not biased at all. It's not 2 undead casters. I'll take it this time, though. I'm just saying.
Lich just now coming out. He gave up some map control to get a faster level 3 DK. I'm curious what you do with, like, is he just... There's so much stuff on the map, so you can't just wait for like 70 food necros.
That's why I don't love this map. First off, and then second, he rebought that DK. So when he rebought the DK, he couldn't get the Lich and go tier 3 at the same time. He had to make a choice, and he chose tier 3. But then he chose to get down his production buildings over the Lich as well. So this is an extremely late Lich, and you really rely on your Lich. So he's gonna hope, I guess, necros do work.
This is kind of a cool, like, adaptation attempt. What the fuck? That's not even a word. What am I saying? Oh my god. But,
and he's got your Pit Lord for you, so we're gonna see some frenzy.
Come from the darkness, pit.
He's hoping the no-hand strat brings him back into the game.
It's possible. There's enough creeps on the map to make it work. We have no orb though, which is really gonna be painful.
Frost armor first, which is not bad ever, but it's been pretty late. He doesn't have an orb yet, though. He had to buy the pit lord.
I think you don't even really need an orb with this stuff. You just wait. He's gonna want to add another ghoul though. He won't have wood shortly, and he's really late in the last zig around here.
It hurts my soul not to see an orb, though. I know he needs other stuff, but, you know. He is supply stuck at 40 food, and he just built a zig.
You really want these Master Necros in this kind of situation where your supply stuck. There's no upgrades going on. I think it's really painful to see. Floating 500 gold. When you get supply stuck at any skill level with any race, at least spend your economy elsewhere. It may not be optimal, but we're not Moon. We're not fighting Moon. So just make the best of a worst. Happens to the best.
So Ambition's sitting at 50 food. It's getting 1 Spirit Walker. He does know about the Necros at this point. I have to feel. I think I saw him go near a Necro. I'm not sure, but he should see it now.
And just in time to take the invul away from the undead. Never a sight you want to see is undead.
Feels bad.
He's going to engage at a hero and supply deficit here. This is not the move. Just camp in your base until 70 food and hope. Or 60. I think 60. 60 is the good bet. If you can't win with the 50 food timing with undead versus orc, just wait for 60.
He's mixing in some banshees now. So it is. It's not for necro, like, you know, it's just for frenzy.
Alright, I'd dig.
Who won the Breezy match? Fats, it was Breezy. 2-1. Breezy did Breezy things and built towers.
He needs to do this break camp while he has time.
I thought you were talking about the undead at first. I was going to say, no way.
I mean, he definitely should. Because at this point, if the orc isn't fighting you, you know where he is. And he's wasting so much time checking the expo and moving to the merc camps.
I know, but he just doesn't. He has 2 fiends. It's going to take a ton of damage. And if Ambition is running around with his BM, he probably could just steal it. Or kill a hero.
It'll take 2 coils to creep it. That's about it. We do see the 2 cigarettes going down and getting ready for the break him.
Let's see what item Ambition gets.
Oh, not the best, but it's certainly better than nothing. Plus 27 Blade Master. This is the worst time you can engage as undead. You're getting ready to go over, but I guess some stuff is low hit points. We'll see how it plays out. The hero levels just aren't there, though. Free eat from the Kodo. Blade Master on statues. Good targeting here. I really like it. Who's this Ambition guy?
I'm telling you, Lucker's been quiet. Plus, I really want to win, so we just, you know, set it up. Lucker's Ambition. Oof.
I mean, all statues down, Necromancer's down. Missed 2 crits in a row. That's something you always like to see, but...
I don't blame Niklaus for trying, like, to come in, but you could just tell from the food at the start this was not going to go too great. But it's...
Just wait.
He's working it. Problem is... DK.
He's actually not doing that bad. I mean, he fed a lot of XP, but he also got some XP. If he just waited, though, if you do the red spot and you wait till you're 60, after that, you're fine. But he chose the worst timing to do so.
I just, personally, I feel bad if I trade like this with an orc who's already had the lead. Because, and it's with any race, but especially orc, those heroes, they're just going to become so abusive.
Yep. You never really want to trade with undead. Your units just, that's like, undead's main strength is cost efficiency. And when you start to trade that, you don't really got much.
No, it's like, but, you know, that idea, you're like, well, my hero levels are going up, and undead, you can just coil the hell out of everything and kill it all, which is usually true. But not versus orc. Orc will smack you around. Especially when they are the ones buying the invul pots.
He is giving him a way back into this game, though, by not using the completely, totally balanced pocket expand.
I agree.
he can still lose it. With the pocket expand, this is unlosable. But here we go. He's coming in for the death blow. These poor statues, no chance.
Ambition broke 50 food, so he wants to end this. I mean, it's only 52 food, so not the best break, but let's see.
Need to fight deeper in your base. These poor statues, I don't even think they're in a group. And a GG from Niklaus.
Niklaus didn't want to try and end up. You know, it's pretty much over, but he didn't want to try it in the base, you know. Crazy one of those stops. I don't know. Undead base aimba, as everyone says. I don't think so, but.
Nicely done, gentlemen. Really clean games from ambitioN, and pretty good games from Niklaus too. Just like these small things add up real quick against the work. They make it a lot harder.
It was interesting. Like just his builds, you know, they're a little bit different than what you would feel like. You know, I mean, I saw Nulitz earlier. Nulitz, you made a comment that everyone just cheeses in GNL. That wasn't cheese. And you can see stuff like that wins. Or loses. But it's awesome.